Good afternoon, guys and gals. It's about 1 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm going to have to pip in the day because honestly, I don't remember. I'm at the Orange Grove RV Park in probably more Edison than Bakersfield. It's in rural Kern County, just off of California 58. I'm going to pan here. Here's the. I've stayed here before, at least once with my wife in 2014 and the boy. I think they've topped a bunch of the orange trees. If you come in harvest season, they let you pick all the oranges you want. So I wanted to get a clip of this. I'm meeting some friends of mine here for lunch. Diane and Brian. We met him here 10 years ago when my wife and the boy were here, and I'm going to meet him again today. Now I had to come back because I forgot my carry bag. Good morning, guys and gals. It's about 7:45 in the morning. It's the 24th of June of 2024, and if you look in the background, I'll swing around here, you can see that I am not in KP2, and I am in Motel 6 off of East Brundage Lane in Bakersfield, Kern County, California. Now I'm going to get back to why I'm here a little bit later in the clip. Let's talk about my review of the Glen Helen campground in Devore. And I gotta say, you saw the clip of it. It's fine for me. I mean, you know, it's got the power was fine, the water was strong. I had a sewer outlet right there. I don't need all the fancy stuff. I don't need resort style. Now, you saw on the earlier part of this when I was filming at Orange Grove, and they say they're a resort. They have a pool and their laundry's nice. I did laundry the other night. Friday night, and it was open late, and they only had 2 washers and 2 dryers, and it was $4.50 a load to wash and dry, which none of this is cheap anymore. But you know, I got laundry done and it worked fine, and my clothes are clean, and there you go. So I like Glen Helen, and the only problem, and it's the same problem that I have at Sandy Beach in Rio Vista, is the internet is awful. But at Glen Helen, using my own internet, it worked fine between like 9 o'clock at night and 8 o'clock in the morning. And then it was like a switch was thrown, and it was fundamentally unusable to where it was so slow, I couldn't even get my speed checker to work. So in the daytime when I was in KP2, I used my phone, and it just had to be. So I have T-Mobile for my phone. I had 5G service. I had T-Mobile for my my internet. You know, there's no reason it doesn't work. I even bought a signal booster, which I don't think did the job. So anyway, I like Glen Helen, and I'll stay there again. But one drawback is the internet. Now Thursday, as I'm breaking camp. Now, I told you guys that I had lost the pipe to attach the sway bar. Well, it turns out I also, when I unhooked the sway bars, I put the hitch pins or the cotter pins somewhere. Couldn't find them. I looked, I tore up everything. I couldn't find them. I don't know what the hell I did with them. So now I'm starting to have a meltdown. Well, you know me, you know I like to have backup of everything. And I had bought a box from Amazon of extra cotter pins and extra fuses. I can't find either one of them. I could have sworn I put them in the coach. I can't find them. So no, I'm really having a meltdown. I did, however, find the original pipe to attach the sway bar, and ADHD has something called object permanence, where it's right in front of you, but your brain doesn't register it. And this happened when I was in Coalinga last year on the January ride, and I was at Motel 6, and I couldn't find my phone. And it was right in my goddamn carry bag, and object permanence. Again, every time I talk about this, it's not an excuse, it's an explanation. And this is just one of the challenges that this ADHD untreated, because I refuse to subject myself to drug testing by Kaiser. Drug testing has been weaponized against me by the Mercury News, and I will not be drug tested unless I am in custody and I don't have a choice. So I figure, okay, I need to resolve this. So I hitch up and I nurse it down to the Walmart. I go in. I was using the term cotter pin, and finally I got somebody he held up his phone and said, find me cotter pins. And they used the term hitch pin. It's the same thing. Well, I had walked past them because they were kind of pushed away in the back. And the guy led me right to them, and I bought like 8 of them. So I've got they're packs of 2. So I've got, some in the coach, I got some in the locomotive. I bought some sodas and some ice because I was just having a meltdown. And these are not my proudest moments. So I got into the coach, I had the generator on. I made myself a big cup of cold flavored water. The liter bottles are 82 cents at Walmart, and I really like them. So I sat in there for probably 2 hours. I took a nap, and God loved the gift. The gift number 2 here. Here he is. Here's my boy. He came up. He lied with me. He licked my face. He is absolutely saving me. So here's my boy. God love you, dude. You were sent to me by my wife. So here's my boy right here. He's just resting. So as it turns out, when I was ready to go ahead and leave, I got the sway bars on, and I went to use the pipe that Vin had brought me because it gives me a lot more leverage, and it was too long because it worked fine at Glen Helen, but it wasn't high enough, and the pipe's too long for in the Walmart parking lot. So fortunately, I was able to use the pipe I originally found, and somewhere along the line here, I'm going to find a machine shop or somebody to just cut like a foot off of the 2 pipes that I have. So I got myself calm. I got it resolved. I got a really late start. I did walk over to Jack in a Box and get myself a little something, and I got dude a pup patty. So we moseyed our way to Orange Grove RV Park. I left the dash cam in KP2, so I want to point out that when I was chugging up the Cajon Pass, within about 90 seconds, I saw one of those god-awful Tesla Cybertrucks, which, I swear to God, people, P.T. Barnum was not wrong. And then I saw another Rivian truck. So that's the 4th Rivian I've seen. I saw the one in Illinois in Funk's Grove. I saw one in Carson City where I talked to the owner. I saw the one in Pleasanton that I filmed, and now I saw the one here trucking up the hill. But this is the first of those god-awful Tesla pieces of shit that I've seen, so I just can't believe people buy them. My God, you can't even have them. You can't even have it in the rain because they start to rust. Jesus. I got to admire Elon for being the huckster of our era. Now, I stopped and got gas at the Loves in Boron, and I don't have this on film, but you remember when I was in Boron and I missed the ramp. The ramp was to the left, and I turned to the right because I had hubris and my head up my ass and did not have my GPS with the accurate destination in. Well, I saw a truck when I pulled off, and it's not a true cloverleaf. It's like a half a cloverleaf. I saw a guy, a 53-footer, had gone down the very narrow 2-lane, if you're lucky, No, no exit, no freeway access, and he's trying to turn around a 53-footer in the dirt. So I guess he got out because I didn't see him on my way back. But I bought a Garmin. Now this Garmin that I bought right here is a truck RV Garmin, and you could set the criteria of the vehicle you're driving: car, motorhome, or motorhome and trailer. So I have it set up for the truck, and then I have it set up for the truck towing the trailer. And when you turn on the truck and trailer option, when you start the car and the Garmin powers up, it's allegedly going to keep you out of situations that you shouldn't be in. And I'm going to cut in here. There's the famous bridge in Pierce, South Dakota, and there's a one somewhere back east that has its own website, and I'll see if I can't cut that in. And then there's a guy who lives in Needles, California, in San Bernardino County, who lives right next to like an 8 or 9 foot undercrossing. Now, I've seen this. I was there years ago, and I noticed it on the way to the golf course one day when I went and had breakfast in town and kind of doubled in the back way. And I thought, my God, this is narrow, or not very tall. So he's got a webcam set up, and his site on Facebook is called Needles Underpass, and I'll see if I can't pip in a little something, at least a still of his stuff. So this is why that I bought this Garmin right here, because this is not going to be me. Now let's get to why am I in the motel. Remember, in Pleasanton, when I went and bought the fan, I bought 2 big fans. I thought, okay, I could address the warmth in the bedroom, because I don't think I'm getting AC in the bedroom through the roof vents, or the ceiling ducting. I talked about this. So the fan, I got the boron, and I commented about how oppressively hot it was. And that's when I started realizing I really need to run a generator all the time when I'm traveling. I don't know why I can't get my fridge to work on propane. I suspect that, again, Epic RV, oh, yeah, you have new batteries. No, I don't. I have shit batteries. I'm going to have to get that addressed somewhere along the line, too. Anyway, I got to Glen Helen, and it cooled off enough to where I thought, okay, I'm going to have to get this. Well, I got to Bakersfield on Thursday. Friday, I'm thinking, God, it's warm. So I got on Home Depot's website. I ordered a room air conditioner, one of these portable ones. I'll see if I can't pip it in here. And I picked it up Saturday morning, and I thought, okay, this will address my problem. Well, I kind of half-assed it with hubris. I thought if I just stuck it in the bathroom and kind of blocked the door, I'd get cold air. Well, no, you have to duct it. So I got okay, dude, excuse me, you need to get your head out of your ass. So I rigged up the ducting. You'll see it here. It ducts out the window. I felt the cold air. I sealed off the bedroom, and it didn't matter. Now, I have a big, thick extension cord, and my idea was I run the extension cord out the fire escape window, which isn't screened, and then I can plug into the 120 volt, like your house has, 3-prong plug at the power pedestal. Well, I can't run the roof air and the portable air at the same time because it throws the 30 amp breaker. And I learned this. Okay, so I get the extension cord, and as you'll see here, the Orange Grove has removed all of the 120 volt traditional in your house 3-prong outlets. So at least for now, I'm foiled, because my idea was I run the roof air, I run the room air, I have fans, I should be able to manage this heat. up until about, 97, 98, 99, 100 degrees. If you have a single roof 30 amp RV, you're going to be really hard pressed to be cool. Well, Saturday, I just knew this isn't working. And I was hot, and dude was hot. And I got on, well, first I checked the weather. And it was going to be 100 and eventually 109 yesterday here in Bakersfield. And it's not going to be under 100 until Thursday. And I thought, okay, this is no, I'm not gonna be hot like this, and neither is dude. So I got online and I made reservations here at the Motel 6 in East Bakersfield off of Brundage. I'm here till Thursday morning. I'm gonna get up early Thursday. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna go hook up, and I'm gonna be on my way. It's just too damn hot to RV. Now, I'm just not going to live like this. Now, in a little bit of foresight, I'm staying in Red Bluff in Tehama County, California, the first week of July, the 4th of July week. I'm staying in an RV park I've stayed at before that I like, and it's going to be 109 like on the Monday I get there, Monday, July the 1st. I'm going to get there on the Sunday. And it's like, no. So I have the RV reservations, but I've also made reservations at their Motel 6 because I'm just not going to be hot. Now you're asking yourself, well, why don't, especially at the one in Red Bluff, they have truck parking, but they're not going to let me drop KP2 and then drive around. It just doesn't work like that. And bluntly, I don't want to risk it being towed or somebody coming and helping themselves, like it's abandoned. I can't have that. So, am I paying for camping and a motel? The answer is absolutely yes, because I am just not going to be hot. Now, after Red Bluff, I'm going to Wairika for a couple days, and bluntly, I'll check the weather there too. But I don't think it's going to be quite as hot. But if it does, bluntly, I'll do the same damn thing, or I'll just eat the reservations and I'll drive up into Oregon. So that's pretty much where we sit right now. Let me think if there's anything else. I will say that yesterday I had fellowship and lunch with my friends Brian and Diane. Diane I knew I had met through Blogger back in the days when blogs were really the common thing. And I've only met him twice, 10 years ago here when my wife and the boy and I stayed here for a week. We met him in 8 and had fellowship, and really nice people. So I reached out to Diane. I said, here's where I'm going to be. We set it up. I drove up to their place in Bakersfield yesterday. In fact, I forgot my carry bag. So, and I don't know where it was, if I left it out. I left it in the coat. Actually, it was on the bed buried. So there you go, Joe. 10-10 again, you idiot. And I, on the way back to 58 to go out to the campground, I hope I got this. There is a house fire, like right to the left, like 2 houses in from the street that I was driving on. So I'll see if I caught it here or not. It's just real brief. But we had lunch and fellowship. Brian and Diane are absolutely good people, and I've said this endlessly. My greatest compliment I can give anybody is that they're good people. And Brian and Diane, they're roughly my vintage. Brian had the band Boston tour shirt. It's like, oh, dude, you and I go back a long way. Now, I made the comment that I've seen Boston twice. When Brad Delp was still alive. And the first time I saw him was on their first big arena tour. And they were an arena band. There ain't no doubt about it. It was a pretty damn good show. And the first Boston album it's one of the few albums where every single song is solid. Oh, there's not a dud in the bunch. even when Sammy Hagar and the Van Halen brothers and Michael Anthony got together for Van Hagar, I think 5150 is one of the greatest albums ever. But the last song on the second side, and I can't think of it, but it's like somebody stepped in dog shit. And Sammy, I'm sorry, my brother. I love you. You're absolutely one of my most favorite musicians. In fact, let me see if I can't pip in a picture of two of my favorite lead guys, and that's Dave Meniketti of Y&T and Sammy Hagar. And anyway, and so I had said to Brian, I said, they were an arena band, but I saw them at Day on the Green in an outdoor stadium, and I said, that sounded, no, they're not. I said, Ted Nugent, Sammy Hagar, outdoors, absolutely, AC/DC, no problem, but Boston didn't carry over to the arena. So we ate, we had fellowship, it was wonderful, they're good people. Thank you guys for your hospitality and for being my friend. So let me see if I can think of anything else, and I'll close. I think that's about it for the close. I'm in Bakersfield till Thursday. I'm going to drive to Patterson. I got to go out to Devore to the post office on Friday because I need to see if the pension stuff from my wife's pension came yet. I probably need to throw a couple of things in the truck, and I'm dealing with these idiots. Apria, they keep on calling me. They won't have a supervisor call me, so I'm going to probably just drive out and dump the shit on their driveway, and I'll be done with them. I've got a wheelchair and a walker. It's like, you're all assholes. I hate these goddamn people. So besides that, I think this is your update. I'm going to try to go for a car ride tomorrow. I thought about today, and I think I'm just going to rest today. I'm going to see about going for a car ride tomorrow. And if I go, you'll see it. If not, you'll see whenever I make the next update. This is, as always, your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. Summer 24 Extravaganza update. I think it's number 7 or just an update. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And we'll see you for the next one.